Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we embark on a journey that stretches from the ancient past into the very fabric of our present, and perhaps even into the mists of what is yet to come. We're diving into a bold, and for many, a profoundly significant topic: Bible prophecies. Let's delve into this fascinating subject together. Our journey into the vast landscape of biblical prophecy often begins with a figure central to Christian theology, Jesus of Nazareth. Hundreds of years before his birth, the prophet Isaiah, in a passage recorded as Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14, penned words that have echoed through centuries. Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel. The birth of Jesus, as foretold, is not merely an isolated event but a foundational claim upon which a global faith was built. From a prophecy of birth we turn to one of destruction and desolation: the fall of the mighty Babylonian Empire. The prophet Isaiah, whose words we've already encountered, also spoke with striking clarity about the fate of Babylon in Isaiah chapter 13. He paints a vivid picture. Babylon, the jewel of kingdoms, the pride and glory of the Babylonians, will be overthrown by God like Sodom and Gomorrah. This was a bold declaration, for Babylon in its heyday was the pinnacle of ancient power. Yet history bears a stark testament to Isaiah's words. The once thriving metropolis became a place of desolation, a haunting reminder of imperial transience. Perhaps one of the most remarkable and historically verifiable prophecies concerns the nation of Israel. The prophet Ezekiel, in chapter 37, presents a powerful vision, a valley of dry bones. Then in 1948, against formidable odds and in the aftermath of the Holocaust's unimaginable tragedy, the state of Israel was proclaimed. The prophet Daniel, a figure renowned for his wisdom and revelatory visions, recorded a fascinating statement in Daniel chapter 12 verse 4. But you, Daniel, roll up and seal the words of the scroll until the time of the end. Many will go here and there to increase knowledge. The last century, and particularly the last few decades, have witnessed an explosion of knowledge unlike anything seen before. The alignment of this ancient prophecy with our current information age is, for many, a compelling piece of evidence. Closely linked with the explosion of knowledge, Daniel chapter 12 verse 4 also predicted that many will go here and there. For the vast majority of human history, travel was slow, arduous, and dangerous. Now, observe our modern world. We live in an age of unprecedented mobility. We now turn to prophecies that many believe are actively unfolding, measurable in the turbulent currents of our own time. In Matthew chapter 24, as Jesus speaks to his disciples about the signs of the end of the age, he states, "You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." The prophecy speaks of nation against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, a description that aptly fits the complex tapestry of modern geopolitics. Beyond geopolitical turmoil, the Bible also speaks of a profound shift in human behavior and societal values, leading up to significant eschatological events. The Apostle Paul, in his second letter to Timothy chapter 3, provides a sobering list of characteristics that will mark the last days: the rise of individualism, sometimes to the point of narcissism, the pervasive influence of consumerism and materialism, the coarsening of public discourse, increasing polarization, and a decline in civility. The book of Revelation, a text rich with symbolism and visions of the end times, describes in chapter 13 a powerful entity that exerts control over global commerce. It speaks of a system where no one could buy or sell unless he had the mark, that is, the name of the beast or the number of its name. The technology for a cashless society where all transactions are electronic and traceable is not only available but rapidly being adopted in many parts of the world. This convergence of technology and economic integration is creating a framework that, for many, bears an uncanny resemblance to the conditions described in Revelation. Another significant prophecy from Matthew chapter 24 verse 14 states, "And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. The internet, satellite broadcasting, social media, and smartphone apps have become powerful tools for spreading messages across geographical and political boundaries. The global penetration of the gospel message is a measurable phenomenon, actively progressing in our time. One of the most debated and often criticized prophetic statements is found in Matthew chapter 24, verse 34, where Jesus, after listing various signs of the end times, declares, "Truly I tell you, this generation will certainly not pass away until all these things have happened." Scholars and theologians have proposed several interpretations that offer alternative understandings. Understanding this generation therefore becomes less about a simple chronological calculation and more about discerning the deeper intent and scope of Jesus' words within the broader prophetic landscape. The book of Revelation concludes with repeated assurances of Christ's imminent return. Phrases like, "Behold, I am coming soon," Revelation 22:7-12, and "Yes, I am coming soon," Revelation 22:20, are emphatic. The Apostle Peter, addressing scoffers who questioned the delay of Christ's return, wrote in 2 Peter 3:8, "But do not forget this one thing, dear friends, with the Lord a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years are like a day." The soon is from an eternal perspective. Throughout history, there have been numerous instances where individuals or groups have attempted to predict the specific date of Christ's return, or the occurrence of the rapture, only for those dates to pass without event. These failed predictions are often seized upon by critics as evidence that biblical prophecy itself is unreliable. However, it is crucial to distinguish between the Bible's actual prophetic statements and human interpretations or misinterpretations of those statements. The failure of these specific date settings does not invalidate the underlying prophecies. Rather, it highlights the fallibility of human attempts to precisely calculate divine appointments that have been deliberately kept hidden. Among the future promises that captivate many believers is the concept of the rapture most explicitly described in 1 Thessalonians 4:16-17. This is a prophecy of a future event, a divine intervention where believers are taken from the earth. It is a matter of faith, grounded in the promises of Scripture. So, after this journey through prophecies fulfilled, unfolding, and yet to come, what's the takeaway? It's clear that the tapestry of biblical prophecy is complex, woven with threads of history, faith, and mystery. The overarching call is one of readiness, of living a life aligned with the values and teachings presented. Comment below. Do you think prophecy proves the Bible is true, or does it raise more questions for you? Let's talk about it. And if this exploration has been valuable, please like, share, and subscribe, because the truth, in all its facets, is too important to ignore.